Good morning, everybody. Orange J here with another Echoes of Mana video. And, I took about a day and a half off of gaming this weekend to go to high school graduation for my old students and celebrate my wife's first ever Mother's Day with our 11-year-old. And we had a really good time. And of course, while I step away from the internet for a day and a half, both games I'm covering drop a ton of news because that's how things work, dang it. Of course. So, I'm back, let's cover some news, and for Echoes of Mana, what we got is a quality of life improvement roadmap over the next week, and there's a lot of quality of life things coming out over the next week. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give them a letter grade for each one, and I'm going to tell you why I'm giving it that letter grade, some of which might be a little surprising. Now, big shout out first of all to Genosi. This is a Reddit post that I'm reading from here. The whole thing is based on a tweet that the developers put out, but the tweet was in Japanese. So this Reddit thread has saved me the trouble of having to translate that. Thank you for making this. I'm going to link this post in the comments. Go look at this post, upvote it, make a comment, make sure this post pops off. Massive credit for this. Thank you so much. Now, let's go through them. First of all, AP and SP recovery item usage limits already been removed. You can see the schedule date there is done, so that one is finished. Now, as we go down, AP and SP consumption when co-op fails. They're going to make it 0 on the 11th. For when you fail a co-op mission, no energy will be consumed. I think this is good, but I can't give this more than like a B- or a C+, because the problem with co-op right now is it's just not worth it if you can clear the quest by yourself. Like, why would you mess with the RNG factor of bringing random people into a co-op room if you can just 3-man it with your own people? This does fix one problem with co-op, which it was too risky, but the main problem with co-op in the game right now is there's not much of an incentive to do it, right? So I think this is a step in the right direction, but until we get a couple more changes to co-op where maybe it's like half energy to join a room or half energy to host a room, something like that, I think co-op is still not in the best place. So a step in the right direction, but overall C+, B- for that one. Okay. Additional sources of AP and SP recovery items. Okay, I'm interested. On the 13th, a campaign will be added to daily missions to obtain AP and SP recovery items. This is another like C, in my opinion. Like, it's a passing grade, it's a C, but like, look, there is an issue with daily missions right now, and that they are just as expensive as regular missions. Like, there's so much we have to farm in this game for like mana boards, for gear, all of these things we have to farm. Adding a mission that costs energy to farm energy pots so I can take those energy pots and then go farm other things with them seems a little redundant for one. And I get that the exchange might be good, like I'm going to be spending, in theory, I hope, less energy to get more energy worth of pots, but that removes my ability to farm the more efficient other daily missions, which I'm already relying on for things like lucre, memory, gem farming materials, stuff like that. So yes, please do add more sources of obtaining AP and SP recovery missions, but if these count against our daily limit, for our daily quests in a day, I can't give this any more than a C. Right direction, right idea, but do not take away my daily lucre quest, please. Oh my god, I need more lucre. Okay, so that's my thoughts on that one. Now, additional source of AP and SP recovery items, point 2. This will come out on the 9th, which is tomorrow. Added mission to get SP recovery items from the Coffer Chaos event. Good, A+. This is what I'm talking about. It's a way to get SP recovery items that's not tied to my dailies. Okay, good. Again, I'm assuming that whatever energy I have to consume to go get these will be less than the energy that I will get from doing them, but this is wonderful, right? It's a way of getting more energy pots that does not involve like wailing out in the shop, so this will help make free-to-play players more happy. So I can very confidently give this one an A+, because I think they're doing it right in this case. Okay, AI improvements. Let me just start with, if this works, it's an A+++. Now let's read what it is. Improve the recovery frequency of characters with the recovery skills. I know for you guys that play healers, this is a big one for you. If they fix the healer AI, massive A+. They are also considering to improve other AI. Okay, so for right now, I'm going to tentatively give this an A. If it works, if the healer AI comes online on the 13th, like it says, easy A+, and then a future potential other A+ right here, if they can improve things like Mage's AI, help your characters stay out of giant red squares on the ground that say you're about to get obliterated by a spinning robot's hammer. That would be amazing. So I really like this one. I think this is a great step, and like, it's again the developers acknowledging that like, hey, we probably messed this up. It probably isn't working the way it's supposed to. We acknowledge that, and we're going to fix it. So massive props for this one. Massive props. So look forward to that on the 13th. Daily training quests. This is already done. Increase the amount of lucre earned in daily training quests. I have a whole video covering that one. It is now worth it to do those if all you care about is lucre. Fixed. Good job. I mean, I already have a whole video on that if you want to watch it. Okay. Reduced SP consumption of daily training quests. At first, I was like, oh my god, A+++++ times 1,000. But it says a campaign will be carried out to reduce the SP consumption of daily training quests to 1/3 of SP. Why is it a campaign until the 3rd? A campaign to be carried out. Hold on. If this is a temporary thing, B-. If it's a permanent thing, A+. Like I talked about earlier in this, it is right now like daily training quests should be something you can do 3 times a day that's like super efficient. You should always do it no matter what because it's just so efficient. Reducing the cost to 1/3 would push them to that mark, right? It is already technically more efficient to farm those things, but what if you needed like mana board materials for a wind unit specifically, and you're like, man, I could do that wind quest 3 more times, or I could do my lucre quest. No, like, if this is a campaign that lasts forever, A+. If it's a temporary campaign, B-. But if it's something that they're testing the waters with, okay, do this. Make this permanent. I love this change, especially if it's permanent. I guess I'm kind of bumbling on my words. Let's continue. Adding a material dungeon for lucre. A material dungeon for lucre that is not a daily quest will be added. Easy A on this one. It's just something else you can do. It's just more PvE, more options. And there's no real drawback to this, right? If you don't want to do this, just don't do it. Easy. If you just need some lucre, you've already done your dailies, having this as an option would be very, very nice. So easy A for that one. Adding a new equipment dungeon. This is another easy A. A new equipment dungeon where you can get new equips will be added. Keep adding more gear to the game. I love it. This is something new to farm. It could be gear that's potentially better than some of the gear we have now for certain units. Easy A. Keep the new stuff flowing in. Okay, now, on the 10th, an EP exchange. Lucre and Altina alloy will be added to the EP exchange of the Coffer Chaos event with no limit on the number of exchanges. So what I wonder here is if some players don't like have too much EP that they can't like spend it all on what's currently in there. I could see that being a problem if people like over farmed the event. So adding an option to get Lucre or Altina alloy is a great change. I'll give this like an A-. I still don't know if it would be more efficient to like farm EP and trade it for lucre than it would just be to do the new lucre quest that's coming in. Maybe this is just a temporary fix to our first EP exchange shop, right? Maybe they're just realizing, oh, we didn't put enough in this shop. So, I mean, I can give this like a B+ A-. I think it's a good idea. Again, more options for players is a good thing. I like that one. Okay, next up. On the 9th, Coffer Chaos event limited times. There will no longer be a time restriction for the co-op part of the quest. Easy A+. There's just no reason further to be one. Remove it. Done. Good. Okay, next up. Coffer Chaos event consumption of attempts on retry. They will fix the event so that attempts will not be consumed when retrying. As an apology, Coffer Chaos EP will be given to all players at a later date. Way to go. Love it. Not only did they say like, oops, we probably shouldn't have been like punishing you for failing at a quest, but also we realized that like, our bad, we're going to give you something for it. Easy A+, good job. Mana board exchange. This is a big one. Almost. An exchange for mana board material will be implemented from gold to silver and from silver to copper. They are also going to improve the drop rates in the future. I want to give this an A+ real bad. I'm going to give it an A- though. I get that some people are complaining that they have so much gold and silver of the exchange material, but not enough copper. I've definitely been working on some mana boards where I have plenty of copper. plenty of silver. In fact, I almost always have plenty of silver, but not enough gold. I've run out of gold, especially on like my Duran. That's what I'm hunting right now. So make it both ways. You let us go from gold to silver and from silver to gold. As I read this, it seems to read to me that it's only going to be able to be a traded down thing. So for that, I'll give it an A-. But then they're also going to improve the drop rates in the future. If they do that, A+ to the billionth degree. That would be awesome. I spend so much of my energy farming mana board materials, and honestly, it's holding me back from like trying out 3-star characters, from trying out 2-star characters, because I'm like, you think I'm crazy enough to use my elemental materials on a 2-star character? I need that from a 4-star character, because I only have 1 mana board done. Anyway, you get what I'm saying. So more drops would be better there. Maybe make the level ups cheaper. Problems with entering co-op rooms. Fixed a bug that prevented progress when entering a room during co-op. If that's fixed, A+. Look forward to that on the 13th. Missions not working as intended. That's already done. They fixed the bingo board missions, is what these next two say. There was a couple bingo board missions that were bugged. So good they got those fixed. And then these last two are a big one. Long loading times and heavy battery consumption. They say this is under investigation. The devs are looking into the cause of loading times and battery consumptions. I know when the game first came out, they were kind of saying that it was because the servers were congested or something like that. And I never really bought that. I believe, like, basically they're just saying, hey, look, we understand the game is not like maybe perfectly optimized yet. It's not working ideally. We are going to try to fix that. They're not giving us a date, which I understand because they probably don't understand exactly why, but they have acknowledged that loading times are an issue. And let's be real, guys, we're in week 2 of the game. There's going to be some issues. This game has had very few issues for being a fresh launch, and they're already acknowledging one of the bigger ones that exists. Good job. I'm not going to grade that because like it's not fixed yet, but thank you for acknowledging it. And then screen rotation function. Is this something we need? Do you guys want this? Maybe I'm the only one who doesn't see this as like a big deal, but the devs are developing a function to support screen rotation. Do they mean you can play, like, I don't have my phone on me. Do they mean you can like play the game like this or like this? Can you go landscape or portrait? Is that what they're saying? Or do they mean you can like spin it? I don't know. I've loved the way the game looks. Like, I have not felt like I needed to rotate the screen. Maybe other people do, and if they do, I guess it would just be a feature. Nothing wrong with having a new feature in the game. Anyway, that's the quality of life stuff that's coming. I think a lot of it is at least going in the right direction. And those are my thoughts. Let me know what you think about those. And again, I want to stress this in a big way. Thank you, developers, for communicating with us. Oftentimes with games, you just get crickets from the development team. People are saying, hey, I want this worked on, I want this worked on. And all it would take to make those people happy is the development team saying, we hear you and we are working on it. We acknowledge there's a problem, our people are on it. And that is what the Echoes of Mana development team keeps doing. If they keep this up, guys, it's going to be green pastures. This game could have a really long, healthy life. And as someone who enjoys this game a lot, I do hope that's the case. Okay, that's it for this video, y'all. I'll catch y'all next time. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.